Hello, welcome back. It's really warm today. Summer is on its way. It's about 30 degrees at the moment. Really is a big leap from last week. And at this point in time, you know it's only going to start getting warmer. I think next week it just pops down a little bit, but then it's going to start creeping up. So we're definitely in shorts territory. So I went out this morning and I got me a lemon tree and an avocado here. I was actually going out to get a plum and a peach, but the guy reassures me that I don't actually need two of each of those ones there for that cross-pollination to get the fruit off of it. So we'll see how we get on with that. But he did say with the avocado that I definitely need it. And having it close to the house as well is really good because I can then make sure that that is well and truly watered. And I have one that I planted really early last year, and unfortunately I didn't do a very good job of it. I didn't make the hole wide or deep enough in a rush to get it in there, and it didn't look as if it was doing too well. But very recently I can see some new leaves shooting out on the top, so I figured don't touch it, I'll probably only make it worse. So I'm going to leave it over there, but on this side of the drive it'll be paired up, which would be really good. So with the lemon tree, I'm going to put that around the house because it's a nice traditional thing that the Portuguese do here. Lemon tree outside the kitchen. Get up in the morning, boil the kettle, little bit of honey, sliced lemon, and there's enough lemons. Well, on the house of my first house I had enough lemons for all year round, and it's adding a little bit of colour as well. Now with this one, as you know, I'm going to be dedicating a name on a stone at the base of each of the fruit trees that I plant for those people that have been doing a monthly contribution to my channel, which I really appreciate. Thank you all so much. But that lemon tree there is going to have my mum's name on it because sadly she passed away last night, and she lives in Australia with my sister, one of my sisters. So yeah, I can't get out there. But anyway, I'm going to go up into the hills and I'm going to go and get me some stones, and I'm hoping I can get enough to get a really good start on that well that I want to get on with in 2 weeks time, and hopefully that will be one job that we can tick off start to finish complete. And while I'm out either today or tomorrow, I'm going to go and get some other stones to put at the base of the other fruit trees, and I'll see if I can get your names on there by the end of this video. So around about now, I'm very pleased that I got this. It's about to pay for itself very quickly. So I'm going to get some shorts on because I'm too sweaty and hot. Collars are up because it is getting warmer, and I've already burnt the back of my head, and I've got to be very careful out here. I am in it all year round, and I need to have a base tan before I can stop relaxing, but I don't sunbathe at any point, but I do need to be careful. So anyway, I'm going to get my shorts on and then we're going to go up into the hill. I noticed that the carob are already starting to grow. They're already fully developed, they're just green. You'd be amazed how many stones you need just to build around something like that. By the time you backfilled and done both sides, what I've just put down there is a fraction of what I'm actually going to need. But I'm going to do it over the course of the week when I come back from the other house and gradually build these up. So we're ready to get that done, and I'm really looking forward to having the first job on this property anyway that's completely finished. And I reckon it's probably going to take a couple of weekends, but I'm not going to rush it because I want to make sure I do a good job. This is a good start. That's it for today. Had enough. Hello, future me here from the next video, just popping back and inserting myself into this video because I realised as I was uploading it that I didn't mention what I was just doing, even though it may have appeared obvious to some. Bear with me because there was a reason. All the way along this dry stream here, very windy by the way, there are grapevine growing all the way to the top, entangled in the trees, and they're right up high where I can't get them. And you may have watched another video earlier or later in last summer where I was picking grapes off of just above my head near the back gate, and they're everywhere along here. So I needed to get rid of the bramble, so I just started here. It's going to take me months to do all this, by the way, but I just took a section. So I've been pulling the bramble down because that's going to allow these beautiful olive trees and a lot of other fruit bearing trees, and all the other trees of course, to breathe. The olive trees are going to need snipping down a little bit, but I'm hoping now that that's going to give them some life. But also as well, it's going to help me a little bit from the risk of fires, because we have to do it. But I was uncovering the grapevine. And that light green is what I was pointing to at the very beginning of this segment, because that was grapevine. So I am going to now, because I always was going to, put a fence around here where I'm growing the vegetables, because that's going to protect me from the wild boars, and also as well, I can now train the grapevine all the way along that fence, which I think, given that I'm growing food here, oh, it's going to be spot on, beautiful. Reach over, pick up some grapes, not having to go up the trees, really good. Now also as well, and given what I've just said about putting a fence around here, those of you that have shown any concern for the well, people falling down there, you'll be pleased to know that there was always going to be a fence going around there. And of course, as I've already said quite a lot of times, and from the early days, that I was always going to be putting a cover over that well. But I've only got one pair of hands and I can only do things at a certain speed. I have got some tape around there, some plastic to warn people off, but in order now for anyone to fall down there accidentally, they'd have to accidentally climb over the fence, accidentally lift the lid off, and then accidentally fall in. So if anyone does do that, I'm going to be hauling them out and popping them down one of the thousands of other open wells, because I'm the only one that's going to have a closed well. I'm really sorry, I'm being sarcastic and I'm only joking. I love you all, please don't take offence, I'm just trying to keep my videos jolly. But on an actual serious note, the pond up there, that is quite a large area and it is knee deep. So I'm now going to have to find some way of covering that. It's covering quite a large area. Whether I put a roof over it or not and put sides on it, I'm not entirely sure yet, but I can't risk anybody just wandering up into the hills and accidentally tripping up and falling into that and drowning. So yeah, we'll see how we get on with that. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Please, don't hate me. Right, I'll go forward to the next video. Leave you the old me. I keep walking past this lot and not paying any attention to them other than I do water them regularly. And I've only just spotted a second ago that they're looking quite healthy. In this first basket, I've got a couple of tomato and the carrots, and even the carrots, although they're not looking as healthy as the tomatoes, they are definitely looking a little bit more healthy than they were last week. And in the middle one, that is just tomatoes in there, so very pleased with that. And also the onions over there just seem to be looking like they're perking up as well. The chilli down here, that's going to go into a bigger pot. And also as well, still haven't planted this lettuce yet. There's quite a few of them in there, but they're not looking too unhealthy at the moment. But I guess I should really be popping them into this box here at some point. In fact, actually no, that's not a good idea. I just remembered I didn't plant them because I don't think that that's going to be sufficient for them. So I am going to have to go out and get a pot. And also I decided with the lemon tree that I'm going to plant that into a pot as well, just for the meantime, because really I think where I want it is where the kitchen is, which is directly in front there. And of course I've got the bus and everything in here. So once I take it all down, I can then replant it on this side here. I think that's probably the best option. So I will now have to plant the avocado. Good. Right, got the stones. Stage one. Well, stage one was planting the trees. Stage two, got the stones. Next stage, what am I going to use to write your names on? Oh, I'm going to have to think about that one. Beautiful today, Sunday, 10 to 7. Very lovely. Just thought I'd pause here for a second because this is the spot I stood in when I decided that's it, I'm going to make an offer on the house. Good decision, I think. Anyway, I'm just having a bit of a slowish weekend. It is Easter after all, and from time to time I have to slow it down. I hope this isn't too boring for you, but maybe there's some things going on in the background that will make it look lovely. Look at this, is just a relaxing video. Bertie. That's more like it. I was just walking the dogs on the beach, fancied just to chill out, and I thought I'd go for a swim. Fully clothed, but had to be done. You've got to listen to your body from time to time. And with all the scratches I got from the bramble yesterday, I think this is going to do a nice job of healing them. So on that note, I'm going to paddle for a while and end the video. So thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, thumbs up, subscribe, look in the about section, and we will get your names under the trees with your names on them next week. So until then, look after yourselves. Bye bye.